What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to the greatest podcast in the world. I am your host, the Dad Bod God, the bald, the beard, the beautiful, the truth, Piers Austin, and once again, I am joined by the man with the three largest legs in professional wrestling, the one, the only, Robbie Zucco. Welcome back, brother.
Well, Pierre, it's actually really good to be back on the podcast. I'm extremely excited for this one. We are going to have the most entertaining wrestler in Australian wrestling history. Now, remember the word entertaining. He might be orthodox, he might be different, but entertaining is his specialty. So enough riding your coattails. Let's get this tea party started, hey?
100%. But before we do, we need to tell everyone about Sleeves.com. Now, Sleeves.com is your one-stop shop for all your athletic gear and wear. So go and check them out. They've got armbands, compression pants, compression shorts, headbands, boots, mouth guards, all that good shit. So make sure you go over and check it out. And they've even got those dirty boxes. So use that promo code MWAPOD to get a 10% discount on your final purchase. Also, make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe buttons, and make sure you tap in because we're bringing you some of the best content in the fucking world. This is the greatest podcast in the world. As it says up there, shooting the shit uncensored. And you know we're bringing you 2 episodes for free every single week. And we're also on all those audio podcast platform. So make sure you give us a 5-star review. Helps with our analytics, helps bring more amazing conversations, Rob, to more amazing people like we already have listening. So we want to get more amazing people listening to this stuff, right?
Absolutely. And look at the queue that we've got. My God, there's a big long list for this man. That's for sure. Everybody
just like firing, bro. But anyway, dude, let's get into tonight's guest. You know who it is. It's the Birdman, the big man, Phil fucking Picasso. Hey, welcome back to the greatest podcast in the world. This is shit uncensored. And we are with the one, the only Birdman, Phil Picasso, the GOAT.
Oh my God.
Have you got your wings ready, everyone? Birdman Picasso.
All right, now I am putting the because this is like
Hey, road train. What happened in 2004 Wigan, mate? We're meant to team up and become the greatest team around. And what do you do, mate? You become a grease lightning. Grease light, mate. Thanks for the intro. So true, bro. You know what, man? I was going to come on this broadcast and put you two back into place because after the last one, what I found is that all the haters started liking me and they started hating you, Piers. What's all that about, bro?
they started hating me, bro. Well, you know, the thing is, man, they call me the truth for a reason, Phil.
Right.
Okay. You know what I mean? Like,
well, yeah, thanks for the push and thanks for helping you too, bringing people to my show. And road train, mate, Rob Matrix, mate. Forget the bank teller, mate. You're flying, man. We go, woo, road train and the Picasso train, mate. We'll clean house, mate. Come to Bexley, mate. We don't follow a script. We're thrown out the window, bro. They don't want to come and wrestle for me, mate, because it's so unpredictable. You just don't know what's going to happen, mate.
Never know. Never know what's going to happen. I might be on your show one day. We'll see.
Oh, whenever. The door's always open, man. But no tea party, bro. And mate, you and me, you split my ear open once, remember? Wagga, mate. It was the best, mate. We made some good matches, brother.
That's right. I threw a leg drop on him and I split his ear right in half.
You're mad, mate. Last time I saw you wrestling, you're jumping off this cage 20 foot in the air on your knee, mate. How's your knee, you mad bastard? Hey, Rob. Bianco, he called me Silverado, but I said, hey, at least no woman stopped me from wrestling. He's pretty upset now. I live life the way I want to live it. Stuff years old, man. I'm going to flood Sydney, mate. I'm going to flood Sydney. I'm going to do so many shows. Mate, how many of you fat cats hiding under the bed?
Hey, man. Hey, so I gotta say this, right? So when I had you on the podcast the first time, we talked about APW, and there was a lot of like, bro, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I was like, man, after having you on, I was like, I gotta go see this. Like, I just have to go witness this for myself, man. And like, fuck, man, like that was like, honestly, dude, like that was something else.
No tea party, for sure. No tea party.
It definitely was no tea party, bro. No,
Can I defend myself, mate?
Of course.
Can I defend myself? A big thank you to Luke Watts and Slam Pro Wrestling, mate.
Luke Watts.
Yeah, let's hear it from Luke Watts.
Last time you told me I put untrained people on my show, okay? Mate, Luke Watts put these 6 guys on my last show, mate. I couldn't believe it, mate. The most simplest shit make you look like $1 million, mate. Lock up front, through the air, mate. They're like Mexican jumping beans, mate. See, I have got trained people after all.
You do, bro.
Thank you. Thank you, Luke, for making me look 100%. And thank you, War, because War are just like me, mate. Anything goes with those blokes. You never know what's going to happen out there. And that's the type of wrestling I want. Stuff the tea party.
Hey, bro, like, no. I didn't say that all of your wrestlers were untrained. I just said that I asked you a question if you had booked an untrained wrestlers.
Well, you know what, mate? I ducked the clothesline, mate. And these 2 clowns, 2 rookies, one's no-name because he's a shit wrestler. The other one's midnight because you can't wake him up. Give me this double clothesline. And I duck, mate. And I thought, yeah, I'm ducking. Maybe they might understand. Maybe we're following a bit of a line here. Maybe let the bad guy leave. No, mate. No. The elbows, bang, straight on my head, brother. You know what, mate? It felt like my head, excuse the language, was coming through my bum. I went home and had to lie down for 24 hours because I was compressed. Mate. You know what I mean? For getting a simple spot. So next match, the 12th of August, Bexley Manor Hall. These 2 clowns are going to wrestle each other. And I'll be sitting in the crowd with a chair, mate. And God help them if I get a boring chant, all of a sudden the fans say, take him home, Birdman, Picasso. That's it, mate. Like back, the IWA taught me in 2002 at DYRSL. I went out and there was a couple of tea party boys. I smashed them out of the ring. Didn't even wrestle. Got the most autographs, mate. Hit the nail on the head, Rob. Hit the nail on the head. Zucco. Entertainment. A lot of boring shit. Where's that lumberjacket bloke? You know the lumberjacket bloke? He's got heaps of students. Each student's bring 300 or 400 people, and then he winds all the money out. Tyson was asking me about that. Sorry, man, I bet that I've overtaken the show. Sorry, mate, you asked the questions, mate. Sorry, man.
That's no problem. No. But it's true. Every time I go to a show, they don't ask where such and such is or whatnot. They go, where's the Birdman? And they're going, okay, so you're obviously doing something right. You know what I mean? You're entertaining these people.
Well, how come I'm going to go all the way up to Queensland to get a bloody booking then?
I don't know. I don't know why you're going there.
The lumberjacket, bro. The lumberjacket said, don't put me on the show. It takes 4 matches. For that comedy show to get back seriously. APW Free Stooges, yes, come to my show, have a laugh, mate. It's the best comedy show in the world, but man, the hits are for real, the hits are hard. And that's what I love, man.
Who do you want to wrestle for, Phil? Who do you want to work for? Tell me the names.
APW and War.
That's it.
AWS. AWS are cool. They knocked my tooth out.
AWS, AWE.
Yeah, I love AWE, mate. All my mates are there. Psychotic, mate. That's my tag partner, mate. Gee, I'm losing my head, bro. You know what I mean? Angular skis my chalk knees and no good. He should be worried about my brain, mate. Hey, this pink shit's not bad, man.
What are you drinking?
I'm not too sure. Some girls drink because, after all, I am a half a bird. Piers, doesn't matter if they all hate you, mate. Birdman loves you, bro.
Like, who are they?
You guys are a blast, man. I'm only
Who are the haters, bro? Who are the haters? I don't know.
Mate, I'm pulling your leg, mate. I'm working you, bro. You don't know when I'm working you when I'm not real. That's what Birdman's about, bro. I'm working you, mate. We all love you, mate. You got the best podcast in Australia. And Spooky Lou's got the best one in West Virginia, mate. You know what I mean? And West Virginia, she said, mate, she's shit. She can't wrestle. She can't do this. She can't do this. You should have me. You can't do this. That's the last show I went to. Let's not go there, Rob. And I said, yeah, mate. My APW champ has done the best viewing. She got 2,000 views in 1 hour. I've never done that before. Love you, Nikki APW champ. And she broke my nose too. That's the champion, mate.
How'd you break your nose?
Cannonball. Best way for it to get broken, bro.
How do you get your
Piers. Yeah.
Weights, mate. I want to look good. There we are, Angus. I might have chalk knees. Agnes reckons I've got chalk knees, mate. Yeah, you know what, Agnes? Ask your wife if you're allowed to, mate. You and me, mate. Let's finish off what we started at Ballina 15 years ago at the pizza shop, remember?
Hey, can you do a few reps for me, Phil?
What's that, mate?
Do a few reps for me.
Reps?
Yeah. I want to see that.
It's rest day, bro. It's rest day. Don't
what happens if I get called? There's no one to rest me, mate. I've only had an hour's sleep, mate. All these people ringing me up, put my friend on my show, do this, do that, mate. I'm trying to run a company. I make my own posters, mate. The poster boys, they'll charge me an arm and leg and take 3 weeks to give me the poster. They give me the posters when the show was finished. So, not much good to me now. Hey, mate, some bloke gave me a hard time on the net. He was on the show, but this I'll ask his name. I shut him up, bro. I put a couple of posts up and put him in a post, said, take it down. I said, leave me alone. And they leave me alone, mate. I'm the king of the net, bro.
Bro, you know what?
He's helping you, Phil.
Helping you?
He's helping. Good.
You said it before when you said to me, you was like, yeah, I'm working you, bro. I'm working you. Like, how many times, bro? Because like you work a lot of people, man. And like, it's almost like some people get worked up into a shoot. Like, do you see that and just go like, I'm going to just keep fucking hammering right here because it's like, you just.
Mate, he left my promotion, but he started one in Sutherland, mate. He left my promotion, but he started. I think it's Kane Foster's promotion at Sutherland. He was going to come to the next show, but he wanted to put all these people off the special bus. But I love the people on the special bus, but not in the ring, mate. You know what I mean? It's hard to train those people. You know, they're special. But anyhow, there's some cat there. He started, mate, in the backyard, bro. And you know what? In the booty match, I saw that elbow for Piers. Rob, I saw that elbow, and I had the chair, and I was thinking, mate, I could really break this guy's elbow, you know what I mean? And the blood was coming out of my head. I've done that to myself, hitting the bin. I said, this is real ECW, mate. I said, you know what? We'll tell him it's a hobby. We'll get it on Medicare and I'll give him a fucking wage. Like, mate, what's a bloke get? $10 a week anyhow, mate. I could really break his elbow, but I didn't. But he still went home dry. You reckon I hit him too hard? You midnight, you compress my head and I can't breathe, and you're talking about a ringing ear. Well, I'll tell you what, bro. Toughen up or go for a walk, mate. Ringing ears a part of the show, bro. We all eat ring. Oh, mate, did you see what I've done, mate? I pinched their belt and put a teacup on it, mate. Not even different promotion. See that one, mate? That was the best, mate. But no, hey, you piece of dirt. You know what I'm talking about. M-A-D. M-A-D. That's spelled backwards, I think, mate. Oh, don't give me another chop. I'll punch you in the head.
Hey, man.
Oh, take a breath.
You ask for it, bro. What do you expect when you put Birdman Picasso on your thing, mate? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I don't need no broadcast. I don't need no one, mate. I'll get more views than anyone in the whole wide world, mate, because I'm mad, mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This isn't a match.
I'm going to say this. I have never laughed uncontrollably or lost control of like my own podcast for a minute like that. Oh shit.
Man, I ain't gonna say to you, bro. I rest until I'm dead, mate. You people keep coming to shows, keep going, Birdman. I ain't gonna give up, bro. Look at that, mate. Nearly 90s off.
Oh fuck.
Give us a flex. Come on.
All right. So So Phil, like when you back to my question, bro, like as I said, it seems like you do seem to work a lot of people, and like sometimes people do seem to get upset about it, and almost like they take it as a shoot. When you see them take that as a shoot, do you just like keep going and going and going just because it's like to get more of a rise out of it?
I'm going to get myself another drink, but I don't pay out on anyone anymore, and I don't hit anyone any harder than when I hit myself. And that's why I didn't break his elbow, because I really want someone to break my elbow, so I decided not to break Kane Foster's elbow. Kane Foster, when are you got to come back? Hey, don't forget to bring your girlfriend, the demon, number what's that Black Diamond, because she hits harder than you. You hit like a big pussy, bro. You stuck up my show, but the crowd love it. See, people love that. That's what
all right, Piers.
Oh,
yeah, go answer it. I'll answer that for you, Piers. If he sees you laughing and he knows he's entertaining you, he's going to ride it the whole fucking time.
Yeah,
that's how he operates. It's good that he answered your question too.
Yeah, right. Like it was clear. I think he cut out.
Where you going?
You're frozen on
back
us.
A psychotic. What happened? Sorry, man. What happened? Psychotic.
Is he trying to come in?
Trying to come in? You know what, mate? I'm not paying the poster boys, but I'm paying all the wrestlers. And guess what, man? Times are hard, mate. Another 8 weeks, the money comes through, and I can visit the cats again, mate. I miss the cat house. Just getting a drink, man.
He's gone. It's even go.
Hey,
I just one too.
The Porky Pigs rang up and just told me to keep it down. We're getting a bit too noisy, man. It's scaring the neighbours. What doesn't just come out, bro?
Use some muscle. Oh, there you go. You got. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, but it comes out like, I won't say, man, but that happens when you get older, mate. It's a bit like a cappuccino machine. It starts, it stops, it starts, it stops.
So, bro, like last time I had you on the podcast, Mark Mercedes called in, and you guys seemed to have a pretty good chat. It was pretty open. Have you spoken to Mark since then? Is there a chance of you coming and doing some stuff with IWA again?
No, mate, I'm old, bro. I'm nearly 90 years old. You're lucky I do APW stuff, mate. I've done 3 weeks in a row. I got invited for a show this weekend, but I love to go to Spade. I love Suplex and help many. But, mate, I'm just snowed down, and I've got to pay my workers, man. You know what I mean? And the thing is, everyone wants to wrestle, but no one wants to come to my show. I'll get a few, but you know what I mean? Most of them stick through the side door, mate. Then what could I do? I'm having fun, mate. I'm having fun, but I want to make sure my workers get paid, mate. It's just like a big party. I don't care, mate. Getting too much of a party, you got to tone it down a bit. Scaring fans off, mate. You know what I mean?
But do you think, like, you got to get to the point of, like, yeah, because putting on shows, you want to try and put, like, start making some money, yeah? Because is that the goal, or is it just like as long as it's just a fun time?
Well,
that's what you're happy with.
It's hard to advertise. It's hard to get people there. And I've been doing shows, and a lot of my fans don't even know that APWs existed. So I'm going to try getting into some clubs to draw them to Bexley. I want to flood the market, mate. I just want to do shows on the cheap. I don't want Americans. I don't need them, mate. There's good talent in Australia. There's good talent all over the place. There's Rob there. I use him, mate. I got War up in Queensland. One of the best promotions I've been to, mate. I love my 2 weeks there. I cried, mate. They showed real love and respect, mate. You know, here they won't even let me take a lesson. Up there they let me train. You know what I mean? Like, I am unorthodox, but I'm safe. You ask Rob, mate. The worst I've ever done is chip Bud K's tooth, but he loves me from sandbagging me, mate. You know, like a super. Oh yeah, Milky Bar kid ran away too, mate, for sandbagging. I've never heard anyone any more than I've heard him, mate. He's seen the Milky Bar kid. He ran away, and I've done a poster with super glue on his feet and a sandbag next to him, and he can come back any time. But he's got to wrestle the Gatekeeper. And see, when I used to wrestle for the other promotion, I used to do this no sell where I used to pop up all the time like this, and they didn't like it. Now my own promotion, I'll do it because I'm the Gatekeeper. Oh, fuck, I gave my secret away. No, the Birdman Gatekeeper, not the same person. The Gatekeeper is my brother, mate, just like Birdman's not me, mate.
So who's the Gatekeeper?
He's a character from hell that looks after the tower, and he died. The big bruiser from Wall, and my APW brother came down and killed the Gatekeeper with Zoltan, mate. You know what I mean? And they carried him around, and they put him in hell, man. You know what I mean? And then fucking, you know, been a bad week last week. I lost 2 mates. I lost Sandy. Remember Sandy? One of my best mates, mate. Only 46, fit bloke. I'm nearly 80 and I'm still alive. I don't know what's going on, mate. Hell, mate. Yeah, I forgot my story, but the Gatekeeper is a character that came from hell, mate. You know what I mean? He's gone to hell and came back. He used to go to hell to collect the rent of the devil, mate. You know what I mean? He even pinched the pearling gates, and he used the pearling gates to make the tower. And you can't beat him. There's no cell. Only beat him because Bobo, Johnny Boxer, grabbed his foot, dragged him out of the ring, and hit him with the garbage bin, knocked him out, and put the bin on him and sat on top of him. That's the only reason he got counted out, because it wasn't a freeway. You can't have a count out at a freeway. It's a handicap match. And those two guys are handicapped. And those two handicaps have got to wrestle each other. My first match next show, and I'm going to be the chairman sitting in the crowd. You got all that, man?
So the Gatekeeper is from Ghostbusters, right?
Mate, the Gatekeeper's hell, bro. You don't want to wrestle him. I don't want to wrestle him myself, mate. You can't beat him, mate. He just doesn't sell, bro. You know, you pop him down, pop him down, pop him down. But you know, Midnight, he's only sort of meant to push me down, but he's not Midnight, no name. He's only meant to push me down, but he's giving me these haymarkers, mate. He's giving me these haymarkers. I keep popping up, he keeps going bang, bang, and I don't want to sell. But man, if I had teeth, I wouldn't have no teeth left that day. How you going, Honest? I've got to hold you set now. I'm not worried about the one you knocked down.
So Phil,
AWS, they hit hard, that kangaroo, man. I've got the belt, mate.
So
yeah,
Phil,
look, I've got the belt, mate. Where is it, man? Where's my belt, bro?
Ask again, Piers. So
Work said I'd book Phil to work.
Beautiful.
Just so you both.
I've been the Blacktown Brawler for this, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but you done a no-show my last show. How you going, Blacktown Brawler, you big baby, mate? Always doing a no-show. Now, I'm on the podcast. Hey, no-show Black Brawler, mate. My pet hate no-show. You know? Oh, sorry,
right, if you're not going to answer our questions, we got some fans out there. Kyle's actually asked, what was your favourite match of all time that you've had in Australia? And don't say anything about APW.
Oh. Well, Wall. 3 weeks ago, Wall. Bruiser strung me up on the ring post like Jesus Christ and just done the big haymakers on me, mate. Thank you, brother. And Stanley, mate, you know, he's a bad hill, bro. I had a real good time at Wall. That'd be the best match.
Best match you've ever had?
Yes.
So, Phil, I've heard
I'm not allowed to mention the APW.
I feel like
because what do you think, Kyle? What do you think when you're out there and you grab a garbage bin and you start smashing your head on the garbage bin and you stuff up and the blood's coming out of your head and you got to tell all the kids it's tomato sauce and you're wrestling some idiot which you retire and the fans are going, take him home, mate. My booting matches, my favourite matches. I'm sorry, bro, because the booting matches are real.
Yeah.
So I've heard you say before, Phil, something about Nintendo wrestlers with similar letters. What does that mean?
Well, you can look at the same letters with the different orders, and they do all the stuff which the guys done on my show at Canberra, but they don't work the crowd. My guy, especially that tremendous, pumps his chest and throws his arm and cone hanger up and cone hanger, and he works the crowd, mate. That's what it is, mate. You got to work the crowd, bro. A lot of people don't do that, mate.
Yeah. So Nintendo wrestling, they're just doing move after move after move after move. They're just not pinning.
With no story, not working the crowd, no good against bad, nothing. Just move after move after move. A bit like the bloke that wants to get on my show, which I don't want to book, but let's not go there because I promised not to upset him. I'm not going to post about him, but you know who he is, mate. The bloke that hasn't been booked for the last 2 years, mate, because he's done something really bad, but let's not go there, bro. There's so many of them.
Can you narrow that down, Phil?
He's going to hate me. But what he's done was pretty bad. There's certain things you do in pro wrestling which you'll never get forgiven for, mate. I've been arrested, 20, 30 years? If I do the wrong thing, I have to retire too, mate. You know, if I do something which is going to upset people in a real big time, it's time to retire, mate. Just let it go that. If you can't work that out, mate, you got a smaller brain than me, mate.
So why did you leave IWA, Phil? Like, did you have a fallout with Mark or anything like that, or?
I can't lie. I'm going to upset people, man. But it doesn't matter, mate. I don't care because this is all about the truth.
The
teacher, and a few others belittle me in front of my boy. Called me I was too old, give me shit matches. Apollo had too much super glue on my feet for my liking. And I got sick of saying, you're the first match, don't take away from the rest of the show. Sick of that shit. And getting belittled in front of my son just because I hit the age of 50 is fucking bullshit, mate. Not putting up with no one. I don't give a shit who books me, who doesn't book me, mate. You know what I mean? I've got my own show. I don't give a shit if I don't do another show again, mate. I'll go up to Queensland and lick a cane toe, work for war. I don't care, mate. I've got a lot of friends now, mate. You know why? Because I'm the internet king, mate. Even better than my wrestling, mate. My internet power. Pump out a poster in 5 minutes. You want to be in the show? You get the posters out in 10. And you got to pay people $200. They might not be the best, but if I went to school, imagine how good I am, mate.
I wasn't around at your final days at the IWA because I kind of veered off a little bit, but I wasn't around. You get fired like 100 times and you've come back 100 times. So I didn't know what was the final straw. So
getting belittled in front of your youngest son, mate, is not really nice, mate. And then I demanded better matches because I thought I was better. And they said I was old, I was shit. 20 years later, I'm still wrestling, mate. Getting in the state bookings, mate. I'll still bring the crowd down, mate. Not a jealous bastard. You know, Rob, I could have gone heaps of places if people didn't hold me back. You're one of the blokes that always stand up for me, mate. I used to get kicked off with the most stupidest fingers. I just wanted to go home and see my wife and kids, mate. And years later, they wanted to be the same. And I lost my wife again on that stay on the road, how things changed, mate. But I still love Mark. But, yeah, I don't care. Hate me, like me, I don't give a shit, bro. I've had my day, mate.
Do you still have that tattoo with the line in it? Can you show me that? Bring it up close.
The tattoo with the IWA, Diane's name.
So you got your ex-wife's name, but you didn't go over it. You just put a line straight through it. Yes. Oh, beautiful! It's still there.
That's my company, APW, and that's the IWA, mate. And I'll never get rid of that IWA. Never, as long as I live. I don't give what they're doing, Rob. But you know, mate, AJ really picked you up and threw you out the ring, mate, because he didn't want you to take the belt. That's how real it was, mate. Wayne Pickford used to knock you out, mate. And he was all whinging about me. And he knocked, first thing, he punched me in the head and I dropped. And he goes, "You're right, old fella." That bang hit me again, mate. You know what I mean? I said, right. So I gave him a king hit and we became best of friends, mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's great, Wayne, isn't he? Wayne Pickford's awesome.
And people try and take that magic away. People want to put tea parties in there and be all Nintendo and all poofy-like and break face and don't fight for real or don't fight hard and, you know, change endings. You know, people want to follow scripts and do some fucking bullshit WWE crap. I don't want to do that, mate. I want to have the old school. And I'm not bagging no one. Do what you want, man. Just leave me alone. Let me run my own shows. No one's telling you to come. I don't care. Small budget, mate. I don't want a video camera. I don't want a million wrestlers.
So, Phil, let me ask you this question. Who out of the new school of wrestlers in Australia, or let's say New South Wales specifically, from any other company, does a match interest you? Like, which match with any of the current, like, you know, current wrestlers out there on the scene today in other companies in New South Wales, who are the ones?
Mate, there's only 3 guys I've got my eyes on because I like the high flyers, but they come along, they come out to school, they jump in my ring, they do all their stuff, and all the fans go, yeah, and I enjoy it myself too, especially if they're not Nintendo wrestling and working the crowd. Mate, you should be proud of yourself, Luke Watts. I'm proud of you, mate. Good kid, mate. But all I'm interested is in EC Brownie, Colt Winchester, and Bruiser, mate. They're the only 3 guys, and I want to wrestle with myself, mate, or have them wrestling against each other. They're the 3 main guys I'm after, mate. I've been the big draw cards in this country because I'm after the big boys, mate. Different school, mate. I'm after the hard hitters. I'm after the giants, mate. You know what I mean? I wrestled 7 foot thunder.
The attractions. You like the attractions. Attractions.
Right, when I put Bruiser on, he gets me hits, mate. Gets me hits like no tomorrow. When I put a 6'8", 400, big outlaw-looking bloke in my reels, mate, I just get the hits, bro, and I just worry about the hits, mate. Everything is on all my views. I don't care about wrestling. I just want to be king of the net, mate. You know, be shown all over the world. I've got fans everywhere, mate. You know what I mean? Give me a hard time and make you shine like a superstar, bro. Maybe not in a good light. Sorry for taking you. So you asked the questions, man. Yeah, no, it's not bad, but not too much. I've got to go to work in the morning, 4 o'clock, actually. More money for APW. Sorry.
You mentioned going and wrestling for Suplex. Is going in and doing like the death match and the light tubes and all that sort of shit something that interests you?
Yeah, why not, bro? What do you reckon, Spain? That'd be all right. Maybe do a joint match, APW and Suplex together. Let's bash each other with a light tube. Why not, mate? It's hardcore, but after all, they're bashing each other with ironing boards on my show. Something for everyone, mate. You know what I mean? Something for everyone.
So
that's why I'm going to keep hanging on to Bexley, mate. Piers, you're talking about a bloke that smashes his head open with a garbage lid before he wrestles, and then he gets his sister to wrap an old Birdman Picasso's tight so I can keep wrestling, mate. I like hardcore. I like everything, mate. I like hardcore. I like Mexican wrestling. I'm proud to have those guys from Canberra on my show. It brought a tear to my eye, mate. It made me cry, especially the ending, mate. It's beautiful, mate. One thing about APW, mate, I might not have 1 million people there, but my wrestlers, mate, are so true, so good, mate. I'm getting the best out of them, mate. You know, these guys I've known for a long time. I've never seen them wrestle the way they do, mate. I'm getting some of the best wrestling. You cannot bag APW and say I'm a shit promotion. Okay, I might not have the fancy lights. It's a bit like the place I go to, the place I've been missing. Not the nicest place, but the best workers, eh?
So Phil, let me just
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, you got to know. I haven't been there for a long time. I've got to pay my workers. Don't worry, the money's clearing soon. You know what I'm doing, brother? I'm getting a nice black V8 Commodore, mate. And for my birthday, I'm going to drive up to Rockhampton and see my brothers. Wrestling Allegiance Rockhampton, mate. They're more than a federation, they're a family. I'm going to go there and I'm going to put money on the table. We're going to get blind drunk and we're going to lick a couple of cane toes and we're going to have a hell of a time, bro. You want to come too, Rob?
I'll be there for sure. Yeah, I'm coming too. I'll be there
We'll do
for
a
sure.
tag team. We tell them I'll pay them to put a tag team on, mate. You and me. We show them the rope, training the rope, Picasso. Maybe bring Psychotic too. Have all three of us do a big 6-man up there. Do something. I'm definitely going up there. Just waiting for the deposit down.
I only have a 2-hour drive limit. I don't go further than 2 hours.
No, I'll fucking drive all the mate. I'm retiring for work, getting a black V8. I'm going to drive all over this country, mate, and wrestle till I'm 90 years old, mate. I don't care if I keep bumping and moving, mate. I'm still taking 2 or 3 suplexes, getting clothesline out of the ring, mate. I'm still getting punched in the head, taking standing bumps, and a good DDT, mate. Me and Jack looked unreal the other day on Fight TV, I reckon, man. I only had 2 hours sleep, but a lot of pre-workout.
So you also wrestled, when you left IWA, you also wrestled for who else? All Star?
I love those guys, mate.
Yeah? How did that go?
Yeah, they came to my last show, a whole 10 of them, mate, and they all bought tickets. And 2 of them jumped in the Rumble too, mate.
Who?
It doesn't matter what you do to me, bro. And it doesn't matter how long you know me, mate. It's how you treat me in the present moment that fucking counts, man. Remember that. The one that I don't want to book no more. You know, I've known you for 30 years. Why don't you stand by me? Oh, yeah, stand by. Let's jump in the ring. I'll stand by you, mate.
Who are you talking about?
Let's not go there, mate. He'll start crying, man.
Hey, this is shooting the shit uncensored, bro. Like, there's no holding back, Phil. Like, who are you talking about?
You tell me who I'm talking about, bro. You tell me. You know what I'm talking about, man. He's been trying to get on everyone's shows, but none of yous want to book him.
Who are you talking about? Mikey?
Oh!
Yeah, but didn't you just say that somebody jumped in I asked you who jumped in the ring.
In the ring?
Show. Yeah, you said that the...
Oh, sorry, no, the birthday boy. I threw the birthday boy in there. There's a new rookie as a birthday boy, so we gave him his birthday bushing. And what a tear out of my eye. I love you, puppeteer. The puppeteer in his green speedos running around like a madman, mate. You know what I mean? But you couldn't beat the Gatekeeper. The Gatekeeper won the Royal Rumble because he's from hell. I'm gonna do a videotape on it pretty soon. You can't beat the Gatekeeper. No one can beat the Gatekeeper.
So
he controls the gate.
You got the Milky Bar Kid. You got the
Milky Bar Kid's gone. He makes the barns.
Who's the Milky Bar Kid?
Yeah, he's gone. He can come back. He can come back. Thomas Trigger.
Trigger. He's on. He's on.
Gone.
He's
he
on.
Ran away.
So
yeah, why you run away, mate? Come back, mate. The Gatekeeper wants you, bro.
What other characters do you have? Who was that one that you just said? The Milky Bar Kid. Who else?
Yeah, but Milky Bar Kid, you're not getting paid, bro. I've got too many wrestlers, mate. You fucking got super glue on your feet anyhow, mate. Once you take a bump, I'll start paying you, bro.
Hey, this shit is... Bro, you have got to be the wildest guest I have ever had on this show, bro.
Don't
How
book me,
much-
bro. That's what you get, man. I'm Birdman Picasso, mate. I'm a fat cat, bro. You know what I want?
Hey,
You know what I mean? I love you, mate. They got love me even more and hate me even more, mate. It's unreal, bro. See, I'm Birdman. See, I'm that drunk. I can't even put my mask on, mate. Yeah, they know what I'm saying. I'm drunk. Yeah. Bro, I'm only been getting 2 hours sleep a day. I'm really sorry, man.
No. You're all right, bro. You're all right, man. You know what, Phil? It's like I've compared you, and I've said this to people, and I'll say it to you now, and I say this as the highest compliment as possible. Is I believe you are like the Iron Sheik of Australia. Like you were the Australia's version of the Iron Sheik. And I mean that in the sense of like how you can be entertaining, your social media game, and you're almost like an icon in Australian wrestling.
You know what, brother? Sorry for interrupting. I love the Iron Sheik, but let's not forget, I don't know his name, but I used to see him as a kid, mate. I used to love him, mate. He used to be a tag partner with a big Russian guy, mate. What's his name? Do you know his name, mate? The big Russian guy that used to come out with the Iron Sheik.
Nikolai Volkov.
Yes, that's what I used to love that guy, bro. I saw them as kids. No wonder I'm mad. I saw Bruiser Brody. I saw the Iron Sheik as a kid. I saw Andre the Giant. I got Mario Milano's autograph. And 30 years later, I saved him in front of my family, mate. Wrestling's been really good to me, mate. I'm not superstar. I was just born at the right time, mate. At the right place, mate. There wasn't many good wrestlers in the year 2000, so I took off, man.
So who taught you how to wrestle?
Animal Harpers, mate.
Animal Harpers taught you how to wrestle, and then you.
He taught me more. He taught me more in a week than what the IWA taught me in 6 years. No, I don't need that body, mate. I'm a fat cat. I've got my own promotion and my own insurance.
Were you at IWA first or Harpers first?
No, what happened? I used to go to IWA, and then TNT made me cry one day, mate, because I was teaching the boys how to wrestle at the Police Boys Club, and I got a few lessons from mate, what I call him, Vulcan or Johnny gets upset, mate. I don't know. Anyhow, and Greg Stegg and a few other of them, you know what I mean? You call me Birdman anytime, I don't care, mate. I'm not going there, bro. I'm not putting up with no shit from that one. I'm not holding back, mate. This is the old Phil Picasso from 1999, mate. I'm nearly finished. I'm nearly retiring. I'm going out with a bang. Okay, mate? Simple as that. And I want to teach the new boys, you know? But anyhow, yeah, they weren't booking me, mate. They were getting me to be a taxi driver. And I turned around and I told them, TT's got to teach me. And I said, I knew a few things. And he said, no, I'm going to teach you from scratch. So I got a fence and I went to his dead now, poor chef, Paul Rodden and Ben Gold. They took me to Animal Harpers and he taught me heaps. But then Ben Gold and Paul was showing off instead of saving him for the ring and hurt my knee, so I couldn't wrestle for Animal Harpers. And I'm sorry I never wrestled for him, but he taught me something. He taught me a lot of good spots, mate. Tackle, kick of the guts, DDT, fly like $1 million, bro. You don't have to do dangerous moves and break your necks. You can do safe moves, mate. It's not the WWE, mate, especially when you're doing it in a cheap ring in front of 50 people, man. Stuff that shit, man. I told my boys to be safe, mate. I'd rather wrestle a drunk than a play taking unnecessary risks, mate. I mean that from the bottom of my heart, mate. I'd rather wrestle Angus McLeod that does simple shit than a bloke that's completely sober and wants to do some stupid move. Tell you that now, bro. The truth has got to be told. You work it out. I don't give a shit. Come and kill me, mate. I'll give you my address. I don't give a shit, mate. I'm for real, bro. Don't care. I'll say the truth, man. I'm old. I've got nothing to lose, mate. Dangerous man.
That's right. You and Angus used to be very competitive together, eh? With your DVD sales and, you know, you both went through divorces.
He gave me a black eye. He gave me a black eye backstage before he even went out there, the fucking idiot. Phil, remember that, mate? No one wanted to wrestle him because he's always drunk. And every time he dropped an elbow back to front, I'll get up and smash him in the head because I won't put up with that shit, mate. You know what I mean? You make a mistake that's dangerous. Mate, as soon as you break the prodigo, mate, as soon as you do something stupid, mate, in my eyes, mate, the script's gone out the window. Let's go. Forget the tea party. Let's go a little bit stiff. Let's knock each other out, man.
I remember you used to potato people for sure. What's Dan asking? About fighting.
Oh, yeah, he gave you a black eye backstage, that prick. He gave you backstage to the bedroom. You're the man, Dad. He was making a lot of noise, and I told him to shut up. And we got in a scruffle, and he gave me a black eye. I came back to Sydney with a black eye. I wasn't never done in the ring, mate. Dan was old school, mate. Hey, yeah, but remember the time you drank all Matt Sarge's bottle of rum, and you interfered in my match, and we'll try to have sort of like gay hockey sex. I'll put you in a scissor lock, mate, and squeeze the shit out of you. And you went in the ring, and you jumped off the ropes, and you fell down and broke your knee. You broke your leg, mate. And Fat Cat Massini sent you back home with no pay. You had to catch a train. Remember that, mate? But I still love you, bro. Come to a show, mate. I need people there, Dan.
Hang on. We need a break. You got a rest hold, Phil. You know what a rest hold is in a match? It's what you fucking need right now. You're going to face something out.
I think I've upset a lot of people tonight, man.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, but I think I'll get more fans on my show. I think I'll get more views on the internet. That's what it's about, mate.
Yeah. And like, do you feel like, you know,
oh, you fat cat scared you should be, but I've got to flood the market. I've got a lot of money coming to me. Sorry, man. Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay, please. What I was actually just going to ask you is, like, how long do you think you still can wrestle for? Like, honestly, how many years do you think you have left in the tank?
Oh, well, I think I might have to call it quits tomorrow, man.
No, seriously, man. Like, between us, like, we're having like a conversation. It's real talk here. Like, how's the body feeling? Like, honestly, and how long do you think that you can keep going?
It's like this, bro. It's like this. I get compressed, I get thrown around. I come home all sore, go, man, I don't want to wrestle again. And 2 days later, sorry, man, it's like I'm Superman again, man.
Yeah.
Bro, I can't answer that question. While they keep clapping and while I keep bumping and while I keep moving and while fans keep coming to my shows, I'm going to keep wrestling, mate. While I keep getting booked, I'm going to keep wrestling. I wrestle till I'm dead. I've got nothing else, bro. This is my life.
Yeah, fair enough, man. Like, do you think, like, is there anyone?
Well, I'm going to keep promoting. Even if I don't wrestle, I'm going to keep promoting. I'm going to be like Vince McMahon and, come in and wipe a few people with a few chairs. I don't do it. Oh, actually, that's fucking lying, mate. I wrestled 2 or 3 times in one show. I just put, oh, shit, don't give your secrets away. Don't let that go, man.
Do you think that is there anyone out there in the scene that you wouldn't wrestle with that you think like isn't safe, or is there like no one that you wouldn't get in the ring with?
I'll get in the ring with anyone, mate. But as soon as they do something that's not safe, the script goes out the window. Simple, mate. Drop an elbow back to front, mate. I'm going to get up and belt you in the head. And I told all my APW brothers to do the same, mate. Don't put up with no shit, man. You know what I mean?
When was the last time someone's
Right,
done
you know what? Let me tell you, mate. Let me tell you. Can I just say something, mate?
Sure.
Those days are gone. I don't want to wrestle for no one else. I don't want to be stuck in that. I came home and cried. This is very important, mate. I was in the ring. I'm going to break kayfabe for a second. I was in the ring. I was wrestling a certain person. And he turned around and said to me that if I chopped him again, he was going to knock me out. And because I was wrestling for a different promotion and respect for the booker, I done nothing. If that happened in the old IWA in the year 1999, 2000, you ask Rob, mate, I would have just knocked the bloke out. I don't want to be stuck in that predicament ever again.
Really? Someone
and that
said
is the same promotion that I put the belt on with the teacup. It was on my webpage. And that's why I'm upset with him, mate. Because there's only a couple of chops. I've copped 30 chops, 40 chops, 50 chops. Can't cop chops. Get out of the business, mate.
Do you feel like that pushing people like to the point of getting in there, like as you said, if someone tries to push you or take liberties with you, you're going to start throwing potatoes at them pretty quick. When was the last time you've had someone try and like take liberties with you in the ring, and like what was the outcome? And you
No
don't
name.
have
No name last Saturday. That happens pretty much on every APW show. It's what I look forward to, mate. That's why I get untrained people so they make mistakes. I can build the shit out of them, mate.
Jesus fuck.
We need a smoke break. Fuck.
Yeah, hey, nah, man. Not at all, bro. Not
Thanks, Jay Corbett. He told me to keep being me. That's me, bro. You know what I mean?
dude.
Yeah, but I wish you didn't time to hang on to my neck from that DDT. It really hurt my neck, bro. You got to let go, bro. Because what happens when you go onto the head, your head goes one way, the legs go another way, mate. I've got a sore neck from it, bro. Just stick to your own match, brother.
Explain what happens. If someone
Hey,
does
explain to me what that guy's over. He looks like an ice cream, mate. Everyone loves him because he's a good wrestler, mate. Good on you, Jay. Love you, brother.
You okay, Piers?
Yeah. No, I'm great.
Ask away, Piers. Hey, Phil, time out. Ask your question.
Yeah, I'm going to shut up. I just got to answer the question, mate. Sorry.
No, you're okay. So someone takes liberties with you in the ring. You then start like throwing a potato. If they throw one back at you, how quickly can it escalate into an actual brawl and a shoot in the ring?
Pretty quick, I'd say.
So you as a veteran, how do you then get composure?
You know what, bro? It's like this. I'll tell you the truth, mate. There might only be 50, 60, 70 people come to my show, but when I'm in the ring, those people really love me, mate. And if someone turns around and wants to hit me for real and really hurt me, man, and especially the Gatekeeper too, because he comes from hell. The Gatekeeper's got power because he comes from hell. But Birdman, Picasso, they go, Birdman, take him home, Birdman. It punched me up, bro. It's not Birdman no more. In the street, I'm weak. But in the ring, all the fans pump me up and they get in my blood and I'm not myself. That's why this man is old with bad knees and falling apart. But when he gets in the ring, he can move. I have trouble walking. But you see me in the ring, I'm bouncing off the ropes like a young boy because all my fans, all that love is making this old man young again.
Yeah. And
so you can understand that. So your question, how long I'm going to wrestle for? If the people keep cheering me, I'll be 75 years old. And when I'm 75, I feel like 20 because all the screams make me feel young. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
does it make sense, bro? So if you attack me in the ring, you're not attacking me. You're attacking the whole audience, mate, because they're all behind me, mate. And all the screams go in my head and give me power, mate. It's hard to explain, mate. It's like God, Jesus gets into you, mate, and makes you into Superman. Like at the end of the day, God made me mental and humble and big to make dickheads humble, mate. And that's what I'm doing. And now he's giving me the power on the net to make them humble too, bro. Yeah, I lost the plot, man.
Officially.
But
this is a man from 2 hours sleep, mate.
So what is it about like the online beefs that you really sort of enjoy getting into? Like what is it that
No, I don't enjoy getting into, but mate, come on, man. I've got a lot of fans. Don't get on the net and start calling me a geriatric when you look like Adam Graham, mate. You know what I mean? Look at the punch, mate. And your brother said he's got to knock me out from taking too many punches, mate. And I called you out. You can come in the APW ring if we can sort it out for real. Oh, you're a big shoot fighter. You got to smash me. It doesn't work that way. Mate, don't do that. Don't rubbish me and have me blocked because someone will paste it and show me and I'll get upset. That's what it's about, mate. I never started it. I don't care about those Tea Party boys. Let them do what they want. But if people got to punch me, I'm going to punch them back. That's what it comes down to. They hide, they block. But you know what I've noticed, mate? They write garbage and like the Swoopster, whatever his name is, Blake, whatever. He shouldn't have been in the ring, you dickhead. Buy a ticket, sit in the crowd. And he rubbishes me. And then I'll go looking for it to put on the net, but he takes it down. I think the promoter's telling him, mate, don't rubbish the Birdman. He's mental, mate. Yeah. Piss off all of yous, mate. You give me a hard time, you're going to shine. You know what I mean? Call the internet police. That's right. I'll get one of my fans or one of my wrestlers to post for me. That's all right. You can't shut the Birdman down, mate. I can cut and paste you any minute, make you into a poster.
Well, you know what? That's why I'm glad I'm friends with you, Phil, because it's like I just don't want to. I know if I appear on a poster, I know there's a beef, and like I don't want to have a beef with you because I've known you for what, like over 20 years. I met you. And it's like, I met you back in 2001, and I tell people this, it's like that Phil Picasso, and Rob's heard me tell people this as well. It's like Phil Picasso back then gave off Bruiser Brody vibes in the early 2000s. It's like people in the audience were scared fucking shitless of the shit that you were.
The difference was that bloke there, mate, he got a little cut on his head. Cut on my head, bro. I was only young, I was only stupid. I look me, but I'm just soft. Now I'm old and hard like concrete, mate. That Phil Picasso, he looked mean, but, mate, let me tell you, he's nothing. He's nothing compared to this madman now, mate.
He'd have enough.
I go 10 times harder, bro. What, do you reckon that guy 30 years ago would grab a garbage bin and smash his head open before a show, mate?
To be honest, probably because like some of the matches
No.
are pretty heavy.
No, mate. That fucking Phil Picasso was a softie, bro. Oh, AJ Frilly was hard, mate. You remember AJ Frilly, mate? And the best thing was that I thought he was mental, and I thought we were mental. And you know, this guy was so mad that every time we shared a hotel room with him, he used to sleep in the bathtub in case there was an earthquake. And one night he goes, "Oh, Birdman." No, it was Phil Picasso. There was no Birdman back then. He got kicked out because Jackson Johnson took over the promotion. And Brett Hollywood, I like those old IWA that better. The Jackson brought it a bit down to a tea party. Must probably never come to another one on my show, but usually doesn't. I don't give a shit. But anyhow, AJ really says to me, "Man, I don't feel safe staying in the same room as Phil Picasso." And I said, "Brother, the feeling's the same, mate. I don't feel safe staying in the same room as Phil Picasso." I've got to admit, in the old days, we used to hit each other pretty hard, mate. And that guy that was friends of the Iron Sheik that pretended he was his nephew said that we're mad and we shouldn't punch each other so hard. The first tours were pretty hard. We gave each other's head. Yeah, Matty.
That's actually Pierce's friend. That's who was with that guy.
I know. Yeah, I know, but I've done a match with him. Like I was wrestling AJ Freely, he's putting eggs all over my head, and I said, "That's enough, Tyron, mate. This guy's hurting me." And I wrestled Mehdi Maziri, and he done 100 fucking moves on me, mate. And the crowd were fucking just looking at me, making no noise. And then when I went to do a move on him, he fucking sandbagged me, mate. And so I said, "Give me AJ Freely back." I'm not going to lie, mate. There's no friends in the business. I don't give a shit who I upset. You can cut me off now, man. I'm not going to lie about that one, mate. Dude, you talk about shooting the shit, mate. Shooting the shit, bro.
Hey, bro. Hey, shooting the shit. This is exactly what it's about, Phil. And it's like, hey, man, sometimes things get brought up. Sometimes stories get brought up. Bro, we've had lots of shit come up on this show, over 300 episodes. So you don't need to censor yourself at all, Phil. What this is, bro. This is
people that rubbish me, mate. You know, I used to make my own DVDs, and there was a bloke here called Galea, and he used to put rubbish on me on the net all the time, and Mark Willison made fun of me. Done a Phil Picasso, quack, Birdman thing. And you know, I went to a show one day and I saw this Garcia. Okay, mate, you've been writing about me on the net. I'll give him all these DVDs. And he goes, "Mate, I've been writing shit about you." I said, "Yeah, you've been writing shit about me and bring people in, mate. Don't be a wrestler. Don't be a promoter if you don't want people to write shit about you, bro. That's part of the business, mate. Mate, if my boys write shit about me, I'll give them a title match."
As soon as people shit on you, they're putting you over because they're mentioning your name.
Exactly right, bro. That's why I love you two guys. You guys understand, mate. You know what I mean? That's what it's about. Let's not have a tea party. People don't want to see that, mate. People don't want to see guys dressed up as MMA fighters pretending it's real and blowing kisses on the net. People want to see a fly get a chair in the head and fall over the ropes, man. People want to see a guy. The last show, mate, guys from Canberra, the guy's gone to a lot of work. He's got one of these big red masks on his head, like when you go to those Chinese festivals, you know, like a big dragon head, mate. The fans love that shit, mate. It looks so colourful. Bro, I'll get there. Bit at a time. I'll get the fancy lights. I'll get there. A bit at a time, mate, because my heart's in the right place. Mate, I might retire tomorrow from wrestling. I don't care, but I'm not retiring from wrestling. I'll keep running shows, mate, because I enjoy it. Teach young blokes, mate. You know, I'm slowing down a bit, mate.
So here's a question that's in the chat is, what's your thoughts on intergender wrestling?
I'm totally against it, mate. I don't want to know, mate.
Okay.
But at the same token, I don't mind a female wrestling a transvestite. That's cool, but not a man and woman, mate. As long as the bloke looks like a woman, that's all right, mate. Or maybe even a woman fighting a fly because the fly's got no sex, I don't think, mate. But I definitely don't want males and females wrestling each other. I don't even like mixed tags, mate. But I don't mind an AP jump. Mate, I don't mind the woman bashing the bloke in the ring. I just don't want the bloke touching a woman, full stop, mate. And I'm not in for mixed gender, mate. Teaching kids the wrong thing. I'll tell you something, bro. There's a kid that lives across the road. Jeremiah, I love you, Jeremiah. And what he's done is suffering from a bit of domestic violence. And he's being a bad kid, mate, and he's been misbehaving. And if he behaves himself every show, between each show, he gets a free ticket, him and his family. He's behaving himself. Actually, someone punched him at school, and he walked away. He called the teacher, mate. But last show, he goes, "Birdman, come here. I've been behaving myself. Give me a head." Whack, whack. He's punching me in the head. That's the deal, bro. He can punch Birdman in the head as many times as one because I'm a pro wrestler, and it's done, but not to touch no one at school. And he's not. You know what that means to me, mate? Jesus looking down and shining at me for that, bro. I love that shit, man.
Yeah,
Look, that's what it's about, bro. Teaching kids the right thing. You know, here's a bloke that's being naughty at school, and because his grandma lets him come to my show, now he's behaving himself. He got bashed at school, and he walked away, mate, like a real man, because that's what a real man does, mate. I only fight in the ring, man. I only fight in the ring. If I've got to defend somebody or something is different, but if you call me a wog, big nose, or whatever, I'm not going to fight you. I'm going to walk away, mate, because it's against the law to fight for your ego trip, mate. Save it for the ring, mate. That's what I don't understand about the brawler. He wants to come around my house and kill me because I told him he wrestles like a softie, and he's got the chance of building me in the ring. All these guys, even Adam Graham wants to come around my house and kill me. But, mate, here's a ring. Let's do it in the ring. People pay to see that shit, mate. You know what I mean? I don't understand it. I just don't understand why people are doing this, mate. It's annoying. You want a mouth off? Sweet, let's go in the ring. Let's have a go, mate.
But then, like, you know, if someone starts shooting in the ring and you guys are actually having a real fight in a wrestling ring, I go back to what I said before, shit gets out of hand pretty damn quick. And then how do you bring that back to like a level of entertainment, and how do you not burn that show?
Well, you burn the show, but at least you solve the problem. Who gives a shit if you burn the show, mate? How would you burn the show? More people got to come to the show if you do that, bro. Burn the show, burn the show. One's about worried about burning the show, mate. What, it's a WWE? What, if you burn a show, you're never going to do another show again? Relax, mate. Stop taking yourself so seriously, mate. People come to my show and they have a laugh, mate. I do stupid stuff like the bloke's pants drop and people go, pull your pants up. People just want to cheer something, mate. You know, shoot's a shoot, mate. You eventually break it up, man. You know what I mean? What are you going to do? Once I put the bloke in the hold and put him, mate, you're not going to beat me. You come in the ring with me, you're not going to beat me. It doesn't matter how good you are. I'm going to wrap you around like a snake, and I'm going to make all the veins pop out of your head. Mark Mercedes taught me, mate. So I don't have to worry about that. I'll take it home when I want to take it home. I'll cop a bit, then when I've had enough, I roll him over like a wrestler, mate. I really do know how to fight. I'm an old street fighter, mate. I can look after myself, even at my age, mate. Not a problem, mate. You want to come and shoot, that's right, but you're not going to win, bro. Not in my ring with my fans, mate. No way in hell, mate. Good against bad, mate, because I'm a nice person, mate. If you're taking me on, it's because you're a shithead.
Have you ever actually knocked someone out in the ring, like in a wrestling match?
Yeah, the mentor split his head open.
Really?
Do you remember that one, Rob? At Patch Style.
His head's all
Told me to punch him on the top of the head, bro. Instead of giving the proper punch, I said, are you sure, brother? He goes, yeah. So I go, whack. And next minute he's down. He's meant to take the win, but he doesn't get back up, so I get the win anyhow. And all I can see is blood coming over his back of his head. And you know what, bro? I'm going to be honest, mate. The mentor's a piece of dirt anyhow. I don't like the prick anyhow. He's blocked me. But I'll tell you what, mate. When you're in that situation, you know what, mate? You become very selfish. You don't even care about the person you knocked out. You worried, shit, I'm coming here with my son. I'm going to spend the day in manslaughter. And he called the two, mate. And that bloke there, big-time wrestler, there's a tea party. He got scared because I was going to drop him at Redford Station. Thought he was going to get mugged at Redford Station. I used to hang around Redford Station when I was 15, 16 years old. Okay, it might be script. It might be fucking bullshit, mate. But there are fair-thinking people that are wrestlers like the old days, mate. I'm old school. I'm like Bruiser Brody. I'm like Brew Banana. I'm like the blokes I met. They might have been following the storyline, but did you really want to meet him in the street? The guys today, mate, you bloody fart on them, mate. You know what I mean? And they fall over.
So
except for Zucco, they want to fight that guy there, mate. He jumps off the cage, mate, and he hurt his knee.
So there's an interesting statement here,
That's
Phil.
pretty good news, sorry.
Sensational J94, who says, no difference to superhero movies. Men fight women in them all the time. Men fight women in them all the time. Main heel in one of the new Marvel shows was a woman.
Okay, let me say this, bro. Brother, what's your name?
That
94. You do whatever you want, mate. You go to whatever show you want, bro. At the end of the day, it's my promotion, my money, my wallet. I run the shows I want to run. I don't care what Tea Party boys do. I don't care what mixed wrestling do. That's their business. I wish them all the luck. You know what I mean? But it's my money. I book and I run the shows I want. No mixed wrestling. End of story, mate. Don't care who you are. No one's telling you to come to my show. I don't care if no one comes to my show. I spend $2,000 a month to have fun with my family and friends. That's all it's all about. Okay, mate? I don't really care. You know what I mean? And it's better than losing all the overtime, running around for every other dick, and people saying, oh, you hit me too hard, I'm going to knock you out. I don't want to put up with that shit, mate. I go out there and I'll fight for real, mate. I'm having a ball, mate. This old man, I used to get booked. I used to get in trouble for assault. Now I can go in the ring and assault people. Simple as that. I'm for real. I don't care. You don't have to book me, mate. Well, I haven't got a problem with it. The rest of you tea parties, bad luck. I don't care. Don't book me. AWA, I haven't got a problem with it. Nor has AWS. You know what I mean? Simple. You don't want to book me? Don't book me. I'm not too stiff. Bad luck, mate. That's why I run my own promotion, so I can do it my way. If I don't want mixed wrestling, it's my money. I don't have to put wrestling. No one's telling you to come to my show. You know what I mean? There's how many million people in Sydney? Millions and millions, mate. some people don't like it. Some fans don't want to see mixed wrestling, and the ones that want to see mixed wrestling can go to mixed wrestling.
Robs, what's your thoughts on it?
On what? Mixed wrestling?
Yeah. Or wrestling like women wrestling men, and
my thoughts have always been the same. And if it's done right, then if it works, it can work. But a lot of the times they don't do it right. The psychology's off and whatnot. But I'm not against any. If anything is done right, I don't. It's wrestling. If anything is done right, it can work, and that's how I'm going to leave it. Let
me bring another one. Let's talk about blading. We might as well talk about blading. It doesn't happen on my show. Full stop. No one gets blade on my show. We bleed for real. I'll smack you in the head and make you bleed. There's no need for a blade. Because when I found out King Curtis and all the rest of the clowns weren't actually headbutting putting their heads against the headbutting the head buckle for those cuts on their heads, they were actually cutting themselves. I felt like I got cheated, mate. So I don't do it on my show. End of story. It's my show. I do as I please. I go to other people's show, they can do what they want. And I don't say, mate, don't do this, don't do that. If I don't like it, I won't go back the next time. I say, listen, mate, I don't agree with that. I don't go back. I don't see why we all can't get on and why people that are not opening out their pockets, fans, telling what's right, what's wrong. You don't have to come to my show. There's no mixed wrestling. There's no blading on my show. End of story, mate. It's my show. I don't care if no one comes. You want to come, you come. Don't want to come, don't want to come. I don't care. Like I said, I'll keep, the amount of money I'll pour to make a show happen, people got no idea, mate. And, even if I feel I'm able to make my money back, but I don't care because I'm happy doing it my way and I'm making more money because I'm not wrestling for every other clown, so I'm not losing money. I'm making money over time to feed mine. And now what's going to happen when I get my money, I'm going to pay my unit off, and the money which I was going to use as my mortgage is going to go towards wrestling. And I'm going to try expanding and get bigger. End of story, mate.
How big do you want to take APW?
Well, mate, all of a sudden you put some guy, no name, on your show, and all of a sudden he knows the guy from Fat Pete's and he's got a movie director. It depends where the people take me, mate. It's not all about me. Like some of you lazy bastards working for APW, start helping me out, mate. You know what I mean? Because I see who helps me and who doesn't help me, mate. You know what I mean? And wherever it leads me, mate. You plugged it. Hopefully, I'll start doing some clubs and actually make some money. And if I start some money, watch out. I'm not going to stop. I'm a madman, mate. I've got a product and it's different, mate. I'm the Sex Pistols of wrestling, mate. Anarchy of wrestling, mate. Something different, mate.
Hey, I want to know my flag. Fuck. Fucking fuck me today.
Hey. Show's gone well out of hand, mate. Is it still going to air, mate?
It's still
out of control, mate.
It's live, baby. It's live. This is
live, by the way.
I'm sorry.
It's on air.
This is live. Baby. Cheers, Colt. Had the best time in the world up there. Brownie, Bruiser, boys up the wall. I miss you guys. Can't wait to come up there and see you in November, mate. Whether you want me up there or not, I'm coming.
What are you drinking there, Phil?
That's a promise, mate.
Hey, what are you drinking?
Water or something like that. What are you drinking? Coconut.
It's called nice strawberry flavored cream liqueur with tequila. I didn't know there was tequila in it. I don't know, mate. I've got to go to work in the morning. I better not drink no more. I'll do me.
You've only drank a bottle.
No, it's only about a quarter, man.
Is it?
I'm really sorry, everyone. I'm really sorry about my behaviour, mate. No, I'm not.
Bro, you are the most cooked individual tonight, aren't you?
That's been normal, mate. What people don't understand, even when I went up to see the War Boys and say, excuse me for a second, and I'll just run off and just break straight into a promo, mate. People just, just break into wrestling. I'm wrestling 24/7. That's all I think about, mate. When am I going to retire? I hope I never retire, mate. I hope I die before I retire, mate. I don't know, bro. I keep taking bumps, man. You know what I mean? Wrestle at 80 if I can. Mr. Wrestling was wrestling in his 70s.
Yeah. Well, Ric Flair.
Thank God I get better, and I hurt myself less every year, mate. You know what I mean?
Sorry?
Huh?
No, I
seem like I get better each year. I wrestle better each year, and I hurt myself less, mate.
Yeah.
All right.
Angus McLeod, he reckons I've got chalk knees, mate.
Yeah, I'll ask you a question, Phil. Besides yourself, who's the best promoter you've worked for? Ever?
War.
Who?
War.
Best promoter ever?
War. Wrestling at Legion's Rockhampton, mate.
Really?
Yeah. I mean that,
really?
Rob. Yeah. I mean that from the bottom of my heart, mate. They made me cry, mate. I never felt nothing like it. Just
You felt
no
loved.
Italian team, just mate, you know, fought it out of the ring, just old school respect. You know what I mean? Know how to wrestle, mate. You know how to drop an elbow properly. No, you know all the things you're meant to know. The right, the middle. You know what I mean? Go hard, but be safe, mate. Bruise each other, but don't send each other to hospital, mate. You know what I mean? Build the shit out of each other, mate, but do it properly, mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
old
mate,
school,
look,
brother.
no, that's true. That's true. But you know what, Phil? You're popular everywhere. I just heard from Tristan that you're popular in the UK as well. There you go. Look at that. Lord Alfred loves Birdman.
Yeah, people don't understand, mate, that the
Right,
Birdman
mate.
Picasso APW is not big in Australia, but it's big all over the world. Mate, I get 1,000, 2,000 views on my reels, mate. I've got friends all over the world, Mexicans and everything, mate. You know what I mean? You've seen my stories, mate. They're pretty good, mate. I'm getting good at it, mate.
But so what are you going to like?
Keep coming.
Are you going to invest in production for APW and start like streaming?
Advertising, production. What are you doing? You don't do all that?
Nah, I just do my own production for free, mate. I just want people to come to my show, mate. I'm never going to spend big money on production. That's what the video cameras don't understand, mate. They go and do some fancy video for me, then they want to give it to me in 3 weeks' time, mate. Well, in 3 weeks' time, I can wipe my bum from it, mate, because I'm out there all the time. As I wrestle, I want to put it out there straight away, mate. I'd rather have a shit fucking production bed out there, man. You know, I wanted people interested all the time. Actually, I've got to go soon and do some more posts, man. Make some more stories. I do stories every day, mate.
Yeah.
I don't need, mate. I want to build the internet up myself, bro. Build my own bloody platform, mate.
What are you trying to do with your stories? Like, are you just trying to be like grow a following? Are you trying to like grow more social media sort of like interest? What's the go?
Yeah, that's it. People just follow my story, mate.
Yeah.
And people are. And you know what, mate? Some bloke the other day said people not following my stories. I disagree, mate. People are following my stories. And then when I at the last show, people actually, I didn't realise there's actually people following me. There's actually people coming to every single show, actually plugging into what's happening. And I make the stories really simple so people can follow them, mate. And what it is, at first with the tower, I had trouble because it's all based around the tower. Now you can wrestle outside the tower. I've got a lot happening outside the tower. And then getting the hardcore belts even better. I've got the hardcore belt. I might even get a tag belt one day, but I just can't afford it, mate. People say get a tag belt. I can't get a tag belt. You give me the $2,000 to get the tag belts, mate. You know, money doesn't grow on trees, mate. I don't want to waste my money on tag belts. I rather waste my money on getting some pretty women to wrestle, mate. Some fancy lights, you know, it's something nice, man. You know, I don't need tag belts, mate. It's just a story, mate. It's only for their ego trip, mate. I need to bring people to the show, so I need fancy lights, mate. Better music, better production, mate. You know what I mean? I don't need more belts.
Hey, I love your stories. They make perfect sense. That's for sure.
I don't know if you've been. They're easy to follow, mate. Just the tower straight up and down. People try changing all the time. Yeah, but you know, but I've lost all the matches, but it doesn't matter. People have lost underneath you, mate. It's just the tower, mate. Every time you win, you go up the rank. Every time you lose, you go down a rank. You get to second place and you fight a title match and you lose, you go all the way back to the bottom. Anytime you go to fight for the belt, you lose, you're back down the bottom, mate.
Back down the
you
bottom.
Know what I mean? See, mate, what I used to hate, Birdman, your first match, keep it down, don't pitch it from the main. I hate that shit, bro. Yeah. My first match was the best match of the whole show, mate. I don't believe in all that structural fucking bullshit, mate. I don't believe in saying, mate, are we doing 5 splashes? I don't give a shit. My wrestling's real. I don't know. 5 splashes happen, 5 splashes happen, mate. Unscripted. Do what you want out there. Who's got to win? I don't know, man. You tell me who's got to win, mate. Which one's tougher, mate? Which one wants to bully the other one into winning? Which one wants to knock the other one out, mate? Let's make it a little bit real, mate. You know what I mean? Stuff the tea party, mate. Used to be real back in the 70s, so let's make it real again, mate.
It's hard to undo, Phil. It's hard to undo.
Well, I'm trying, mate. They can do what they want, mate. You come to an ABW show, it's real, mate. I'm telling you, mate, people don't want to wrestle for me. A lot of people do, but a lot of people don't want to wrestle for me because they reckon it's too fucking unpredictable. They don't know what's going to happen. Well, good luck. Stay where you are, mate. I don't need you, mate. I got enough wrestlers, mate. I got 2 big guys, mate. They both weigh 140 kilos, and I've got a couple of guys that flip. I've got enough, and I've got a pretty champion. I've got a mad. I've got 2. I've got Nicky Poteet, that's, you know, Hill, and I've got Bruiser, that's Hill. So, you know what I mean? I've got what I need, mate. I've got War. I don't need nobody else, mate. Stay home. I don't care, mate. Everyone else is on my level.
Hey, fair enough.
Yeah, I believe that, Jackie P.O. Thanks, mate. See, you've got fans that still believe in the real fucking shit, bro. You guys tell me it's great hard, but I've got fans here saying, yeah, keep the Aussie biffo, mate. There's still fans that like it, mate. You know what I mean? They love it, mate. You know, they love it when I wrestle someone untrained like Kane that should have been in the ring and I send them home. They love that shit, mate. Send him home, Birdman. Send him home, Birdman. They're the best cheers, mate. They really do. Birdman, send him home. They come from the heart, mate. You know what I mean? And you got a chance to stay, mate. You got to prove. You know what I mean? Like when I punch you in the head, punch me back, bro. Show them that you're not chicken shit, mate.
100%, man. 100%.
Birds. Look at that. You got the whole bird's nest happening, Phil. You got P.S. Hayes and The Bachelor. Look at that. Get all the free birds together.
All right. Anyhow, mate, I really got to go, man. I've got to get back up at 4 in the morning, man. What time does this finish, bro?
We're about to finish it right now. Phil, thank you so much for being on the show, man. You're an absolute
sorry about my behavior, bro.
Hey. Just hold on a minute. Wait till after the music video plays. We'll have a chat. But, guys, make sure you go and follow Phil, follow APW. Check out all the stories he's posting up every single day. And while you're there, also make sure you go and check out our sponsor, Sleefs, and use that promo code MWAPOD to get a 10% discount. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell to stay notified. All that good shit. Till next time, take care. All the best. Peace.